Hello, everyone. Well, this week we saw the price of copper explode to an all-time record high, and this is very significant because the price of copper is an industrial metal, a key industrial metal. We need it if we're building houses. You need, on average, 80 to 90 kilograms of copper to build an electric vehicle. It's a very important industrial metal for global productivity, for the global economy. And of course, this week Trump says that he'll impose 50% tariffs on copper imports. And of course, markets, financial markets, the global economy is heavily manipulated by governments. We do not have free market capitalism. And we can see that in a 1 hour chart of the copper price. So this candle here represents 1 hour of trading activity. And in the space of an hour, from low to high, the price of copper went up 17% in 1 hour. Now it is consolidating now. It's finding what you'd say is a more sort of rational price after the markets had a chance to digest what Trump has done. But if we zoom back to a 1 year chart, you can see that this was a previous all-time record high for copper back in March, about $5.25 per pound. And you can see there was a sell-off in the initial tariff trade war. That copper actually sold off because there were no specific tariffs placed on copper. So copper just went down with the 20% stock market decline. And then, of course, we've seen this massive pump. We've broken out. So there was a rising, what you call an ascending triangle, which is you can see there was we'll zoom in a little bit. You can see resistance there, resistance, the breakout. I talk about this all the time, the return to the scene of the crime. You break out through the roof, and then the previous roof becomes a floor, and then onward and upward it goes. And of course, if we zoom back to 5 years, you can see that this level, this sort of this was the previous highs back in 2021, around the $5 level, $4.90 level. You can see that was a very key level of resistance. Very key, but briefly got above it, and now we're making a clear breakout. And if we go back to an all-time chart of copper, we can see that the highs from 2009, 2011, the post GFC, all the money printing, the debt accumulation that went on then. You can see again this level around the $4.60 level, very key. And now copper is in the process of forming a major long-term breakout. This is not what the global economy needs. We don't need a key industrial metal like the price of copper skyrocketing to all-time record highs. This is not a good sign for long-term inflation, and it's going to be extremely difficult in places like Australia where we need to be building more houses. We need copper. So just giving you a visualization of how government manipulation completely distorts financial markets and the global economy. Have a good evening. Cheers.